Okay. Alright. This was gonna be a co-op video with me and my beautiful Nessikins, but now this has turned into a rant video because of how complete and utter bullshit and how completely broken the co-op system in this game is. I just don't get it. I've had nothing but issues with From Software's co-op in all of their games. Dark Souls 1 had this problem, Dark Souls 2 had this problem, Dark Souls 3 had this problem, Bloodborne had this problem, and Elden Ring has this problem. When will they motherfucking fix the motherfucking co-op system in their motherfucking games? This is bullshit. This is literally a problem that has been in their games for decades, and they have not fucking fixed it yet. Of course, then again, I mean, this is the company that also, doesn't fix any of their shit. Ugh. Just like the Iron Golem in Dark Souls 1, which, because again, for those of you that don't know, because maybe you didn't get grabbed by the Iron Golem and thrown off the bridge and lose all your shit, but I did. It happened to me several times in the original Dark Souls 1. It even happened a couple times on the remaster. But then they eventually patched that, but again, that wasn't From Software, because it was a different company that actually worked on the remaster for Dark Souls 1. And again, this was a glitch that was in Dark Souls 1 when it first came out, all the way till now, because on the PS3 and Xbox 360 and the PC, all of those still have that problem. But on the newer consoles, it no longer has that, because the company that worked on the game fixed it. Meaning, Firm Shitware couldn't even fix their own issue. They had to have another company do it for them. And then there's Dark Souls 2, which is still one of the most broken Dark Souls games ever, because of how horrendously horrible the hitboxes are. Which again, never got fixed. And then there's their co-op, which has been a piece of dog shit since the very beginning. Now, I don't know how bad it was in Demon Souls, because I never played Demon Souls back when it was up and ready. But, yeah. But I'm pretty sure it was just like this. You put your sign down, you wait for centuries until you grow a beard, and then finally, you connect to your friend. I mean, they make these games to where you can have co-op, but the co-op is just not done in a good way. It's shit. It's been shit since Dark Souls 1, and unfortunately it's going to remain shit. Because it's a bullshit, broken system. They should just get rid of it and just do what other games do. Make a invite system, right? Where you just send an invite to your friend, like in Call of motherfucking Duty, and bam, your friend is in the motherfucking game. Not this fucking absurd bullshit of putting your fucking sign down, having a fucking password, waiting 30 minutes to an hour for absolutely nothing to fucking happen. Just for your friend to be like, oh, the thing isn't working, I can't see your sign, because me and Nessikins have been having this problem in all of their games. And even before I met Nessikins, back when I was playing this game with friends, I was having problems connecting to them on this game as well. So like I said, this is just a complete shit fest of a co-op system. It is ass. I have literally nothing good to say about the co-op system. Which is why if I was a rating channel, like if I did ratings for games, granted, yeah, the co-op is great, and the co-op for this game automatically or not the co-op, the combat. I mean, the combat is great, right? The combat alone is definitely it definitely gets the game to at least a 7. But that's as high as I can rank this game because of all the other issues. It's a 7. There's a lot of people saying that oh it's a 9, it's a 10. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Like this game has too many issues for that. Right? The broken, damn near unusable co-op system. Armor not doing jack shit aside from making your character look fat and slowing your ass down, because that's literally all armor does. Just it makes you look like a fat ass, and it makes you move extremely slow. Leveling up doesn't really do shit, but again, that's in all of their games. The same thing with the armor thing. All their games had that except for Dark Souls 1. At least on the first playthrough. After that, armor's ass. But, you know, at least for the first playthrough, armor does work. But in the rest of their games, armor is ass in the beginning and it's ass at the end. In fact, to me, all the Firm Software games are about a 7 or an 8. Yeah, I mean they're great games. I love them. I mean if I didn't love them, I wouldn't complain about them as much, because I see that these games can be better than what they are, right? If they were just more balanced. And again, I'm not saying more easy. I'm not saying they need to add an easy difficulty or anything like that. I'm just saying that there are some things that I think do need to be a little bit more easier, and there needs to be more of a balance. You know, because if something is too hard, then it's not fun. If something is too easy, then it's not fun. But if something is just right, just in the center, right, where it's hard, but it's not hard to the point where I'm getting frustrated and bashing my face into the wall repeatedly in anger. I'm not throwing my remote all over the place. I'm not punching walls, you know, and whatnot. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying the experience. I'm being challenged. You know, and with FromSoft's games, there's hardly any balance. I mean, it's either you leveled up way too high and then you just destroy everything and everything dies way too fast, or the game is just way too freaking hard and you're just dying to everything in 1 to 2 hits. Like there's no middle ground. There's no balance. And it's like, yeah, I can be overpowered for the early game, but then as soon as I get to the late game, I'm dead in 2 hits. It's just like I said, there's no balance. Whereas with Dragon's Dogma, which I think is, in my opinion, one of the best RPGs ever made. And again, that does borrow some aspects from the Souls games. Because again, it is a difficult game. But, for one, it has balance. And armor isn't completely useless in that game either. Like, it actually does give you defense. It does actually reduce damage you take. I mean, granted, the heavier the armor, the better it is, but you also have issues with your inventory space, which is really my only issue with that game, the inventory. The inventory in Dragon's Dogma is ass. Well, and the fact that there's no actual fast travel. But I think that game does the difficulty a bit better. And again, that game does give you 3 different difficulties, but that doesn't matter. That's aside the point. Even though I do think playing on normal or hard is the better experience, especially after you've leveled up to at least 100. Hard mode is perfect. Especially if you have like the right gear. Hard mode can be really fun because it's challenging but not over challenging. It's just the right amount of challenge. The only thing that makes that game like very difficult to deal with is the inventory. I really hate the inventory in that game. That's something that the Souls games actually get right, is the inventory. Because you can carry a bunch of shit on you and it doesn't weigh you down. The only stuff that weighs you down is the stuff you have equipped. Which I like. I like that. But yeah, that's the end of the rant. Yep. Hopefully, Firm Software will start making games with better co-op systems. Because this just makes me want to play the game solo. Which sucks. Because I do enjoy co-oping with my beautiful Nessikins. But unfortunately, I don't think this is a game we can actually co-op. Because of how fucked the co-op is. But anyway, end of rant. See you all later.